Good evening everybody, welcome to Beer Reviews. For tonight's little delectations we have a certain little tipple from my friends over at the North Riding Brewpub. Now this one's really cool because this is Death Wish. This is a 5.8% stout, and if you don't know, Death Wish is currently the strongest coffee in the entire world. There was a nice little infographic thing where they had how strong in caffeine content certain coffees were from like Starbucks, McDonald's, a few other places, and Death Wish just trounces them all. I mean, it's so many 100 times more potent than any coffee you're going to have likely. This will probably do a terrible thing to my stomach, and I probably will not be sleeping for the rest of the night. But it's worth a try, surely. This has pale ale, Munich, Cara Medium, Brown, Chocolate and Coffee malt in it apparently, although I think the coffee just means it's coffee, and Waimea hops, which we use in the hop studio. Really tropically, typical kind of Pacific flavoured hops, to be honest. So let's crack this fellow on open and see what we have. Oops, missed. Oh god. Bottle that went open. There we go, got you finally. We'll pour it out. I'm using an oval glass because I haven't used it in a while and I think it feels very lonely sat in the corner, and it hopefully will give some good aromas. So go for a little gentle pour. And there we go. It is kind of almost like a dark brown colour actually, if I'm totally honest, rather than a pitch black. I said it was a stout, but I'm not entirely sure whether or not it is. I just kind of assumed it was. They don't actually say themselves, but 5.8% dark coloured beer, should we call it that. Kind of brown, almost with a little tinge of red around it. Nice khaki coloured head on the top as well that laces quite nicely. So let's get in there for a good old nose. In fact, look at the carbonation on it. See how much there is down the side of the glass. Don't know whether that's because it was bottled like that or just it's the glass. Let's get a nose on it. Oh yes. My word, who's put a cup of coffee in front of me? It's really... Oh, it's really aromatic actually. The coffee hit you go for, it's stupidly pungent, and there's a nice sweetness, chocolatey sweetness under it. It almost smells kind of milky sweet as well. Almost smells milky sweet, but good lord, that coffee is ridiculous on the top. Strongest coffee in the world, and it must be the strongest smelling beer in the world, because it just oozes, absolutely oozes coffee. It really smells gorgeous. I'm salivating, I really am. Cheers everyone, let's give this a try. Wow. Oh, wow. God, it's really, the mouthfeel's really slick, it's really oily, it's almost oatmeal-y. And you get this tannic bitterness on the sides of the tongue, almost, it's not sour, it's not acetic, it's just this little bit of tartness down the sides of the tongues. Must be the coffee bitterness coming through there. And this slick, oily mouthfeel, humongous punch of coffee, clearly. There's still that little bit of sweetness to it as well. A sort of chocolatey flavours coming through. Nice level of roast in it as well. But the coffee is just wham bam, thank you ma'am. Hits you straight off the bat, all the way across the tongue. Dominates the palate, but also has these nice little subtleties to the side of it. And it's gorgeous, it's really nice. My word is this fellow bitter. I'm assuming it's the coffee, and with a name like Death Wish, and using the coffee like Death Wish in your beer, you're not going for subtlety, and this beer is not subtle in the slightest. It is ridiculously pungent. It really is. I like it because it's a kick in the teeth, because you won't try anything like this. Well, you might if someone else makes a Death Wish coffee, but you know what I mean. It's one of those beers that's kind of a showcase beer. You can go balls to the wall with it, and it's meant to be like that. So I can guarantee you, if I give this to my mum, she'll be coughing, spluttering, and crawling around the floor, gasping in agony. Well, I think it's magnificent. Not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. It is powerful. The caffeine hit from this alone will make you go into a frothing mess, but I do have to drink a lot of caffeine to keep myself motivated, so it works fine for me. It's lovely, it's really nice. That mouthfeel is stupendously good. It's chunky and it's slick, really sleek. I'm surprised it hasn't got any oats in it or something like that. It feels trademark oaty. My word, I can feel the unctuousness in my chest. I'm probably having a heart attack. Wow, that's really good. This is a 9 out of 10 beer. It's sublime. It's really great. The only reason why I'm not pushing it any higher and giving it like a full 9.5, I just don't know. I just don't know whether it's whether it should be served in glasses as big as this, or whether it should be served in thimblefuls. It's absolutely magnificent though. Really good beer, and it's a great little local brew. North Riding Brewpub. If you're ever up in the Scarborough way, go check them out, because they just have ridiculously interesting and vibrant and different beers. I've yet to taste a bad beer by Stuart, and this is another example of a great one. If I knew how to make a beer have a mouthfeel like this, I would be an extremely happy boy. And if I knew where to get Death Wish coffee, which you can do, you can get it. You can get it. I think they've got their Twitter page on there, haven't they? You can get it. I might have to get myself some and give it a try. Because I'll buy some from Amazon. There you go, buy it from Amazon, because that'd be crazy. You can get North Riding Brewpub stuff from Yorkshire Ales. Just as a quick little shout out from my friends there as well. And you can pick up quite a few of their stuff there, and also some great little local breweries. Got some local beers from the Brass Castle shop in Malton that I'm going to go do a little run through. So hopefully try some more local beers. Now I've gone to America, now went to Copenhagen, had all these world-renowned beers, if that's what they call them. Now I want to try some more local brews, come back to my roots. But there you go, a good 9 out of 10 beer. I'm so tempted to give it a 9.5 as well, really am. Just something's holding me back, something is just holding me back. Might be because it's not universally too appealing to many people, but it's great. It's great. So please like, favourite, comment and subscribe. Check North Riding Brewpub out. If you've tried this beer and you have survived to tell the tale, also give me a line too. Until the next beer reviews, I'm going to go and sit in front of a computer and twitch vehemently for hours. Cheers.